Tyler.
Yeah.
Turn the
What's
iPad
up,
just
everybody?
slightly.
Do what?
Nothing, you're good.
Okay.
And then just as soon as I get a notification and I post the link,
Notification.
I got a notification.
Is it 59 or 60?
It appears that my YouTube notifications... Oh, that's right. My YouTube isn't working at all.
Yeah, remember because you got the update.
There it is.
Is it the thing where it says
Basically
yeah.
the update broke half the app.
install it and reinstall it?
Okay, so I have no way to retrieve the link to post on the tweet because my YouTube doesn't work.
There you go. Watch that. I'll just send you the link through
Just
iMessage and just copy and paste.
Yes.
But if you just re-download it, I think
That's much better lighting, Tyler. If your head is blocking that window, then you're not so backlit. But now you're like off to the corner.
Well, it's one or the other. Sit, you dummy.
Is there a way I can turn this fan on out here? The ceiling fan?
Yes.
it'll be loud though.
No, it won't be too loud. There's a remote
What's your definition of loud? That thing is
either
freaking
on the
loud.
couch
You-
or
you.
in the middle console of the couch.
Okay. It's hot as balls in here.
Facts.
What is the temperature?
We're gonna have to just turn the air on tonight, I think.
It's in the 80s.
No way. It was
Yeah.
like. What is this?
I just got a text from the girl who set up the appointment for that first car and asked, how did my showroom visit go today?
We'll address that in a little bit.
Sorry, I thought you guys were still working on things. I was just telling you.
I was just saying that we should text them back.
I did text them back.
Oh, okay.
I said, to be honest, it was awful, and we bought elsewhere.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm sure she'll ask me more, and I'll tell her more, but
Yep.
I will address it.
All right, I'm going to do a test real quick.
We're using Audacity or no?
Wait a minute. I can't use Audacity. I'm going to have to rip the audio
Yeah.
from this video.
Did you get it, Taggart?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it on medium, so it shouldn't be too loud.
No, I can't hear it at all. It's fine.
Okay.
Tyler, say something.
Something.
I got it on medium, so it shouldn't be too loud.
No, I can't hear it at all. It's fine.
Okay.
Tyler, say something.
Something.
It sounds so nice compared to everybody else. It's like we have a professional mic. You gotta.
Talking shit about us, Wayne?
Yeah. If you like.
Good enough.
What do you mean good enough? What's wrong with that?
It doesn't fill out the whole screen. What? Sorry.
It doesn't need to. I don't like, in my opinion.
All right, are we ready? Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't tweet.
See that
Got it.
Jay and Silent Bob made a board game? Not even a board game. It's the Smell My Finger game.
I just got a Twitter notification.
Cool.
Imagine using
Me too.
Twitter. I only use Twitter for like wrestling.
Because I tagged you guys.
I just retweeted it.
I got
I
you.
guess I should. I don't normally participate in these things.
This is the retweet process.
Okay.
Not like I have any followers.
I don't. It's not like I have any.
Do I have
followers.
any followers? I have
Cool command
one.
might tune in, Liz.
I have
You
one,
might.
and it's Dad. Dad, you can retweet my retweet.
Okay.
I don't even know if I know how to retweet.
It's the little arrows that make a
Yeah,
square.
like the undo thing. Look at
Hey,
me.
there's a retweet.
Got it.
Yeah, my
You
one,
go, girl.
my one follower, which is Dad, will retweet it.
I am so good
So
at
tune
this.
in.
All right, we ready?
I'm ready if you're ready.
Promotion.
All right, so we still didn't figure out what we're talking about at the beginning, though. We'll just figure it out and just
Yep.
keep it short, and we'll just get to the wrestling.
Yep.
Ready? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Howdy Radio, the next generation, episode 60. I'm Brandon.
I'm Lane.
And we have a bunch of special guests with us today. Back again for another week. We've got Tyler. What's up, Tyler?
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. We got back again Mr. Brian Taggart.
Hey.
It's been a little while since Taggart has done a Howdy Radio with us, so welcome back, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And we got Liz.
Hey!
What's up, Liz?
Not much. What's up with y'all?
Oh, not much. Liz, when was the last time you were on Howdy Radio? Probably been a little while now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't know exactly when, but it's been a while.
Yeah. All right. So we today is our big AEW Double or Nothing prediction spectacular extravaganza episode. We did not do one last year, so this is actually the first annual of this.
You didn't do one
Bummer
last
we
year?
didn't do
I
one
thought we
last
did
year.
do one last year.
I don't know. Let's call it the second annual, just because. The second annual. So tonight is...
With 50 million people in attendance.
Yep. Tonight is AEW's big pay-per-view, Double or Nothing. So here in a little bit, we're going to read down the card and kind of talk about all the matches and tell you who we think is going to win the matches. It's something that we've done for WrestleMania before. We fill out these scorecards. We've talked about those a bunch of times on the show. Here is what they look like for the people watching, if you can see that. Mine did not print in color for whatever reason. So we'll get to that here in just a minute, but I don't know. What else did we want to talk about during this time, guys? Anybody got anything fun?
Tyler got a cool car.
I was going to say, Tyler just
Yeah. Tell us what kind of car you bought, Tyler.
I got a 2011 Nissan Sentra.
Nice.
Nailed
Big
it.
boy
Didn't look at the keys at all.
Do you like it?
He said didn't look at the keys at all.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's really good.
Cool. The one thing that we kind of really planned on talking about right now, which is why we're sitting here with nothing to talk about, was we were going to talk about Tyler graduating. Tyler graduated on Thursday, and that's awesome. But Tyler's like, why don't we save that to the next episode where we can talk more about it? So we might record a whole another episode tomorrow that will be like more of a normal Howdy Radio episode instead of just all wrestling predictions, where we can get a little bit more into that. But since that did just happen a couple days ago, congratulations on graduating, Tyler.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations, dude.
Congrats, bro.
Pretty
Thank
cool
you.
stuff. So tune in. You might get 2 episodes this weekend out of us. That'd be pretty cool.
Ooh.
We
For
could
the
do it like this,
first time
too.
in
We
like
could-
15
We
years.
could get everybody. We'll just do it just like this again tomorrow.
Wait, wasn't Howdy Radio founded 15 years ago?
I don't know. No, Howdy Radio was Howdy Inc. was founded 15 years ago.
Howdy Radio was before then.
No, Howdy
Wait,
Inc.
that makes no
is-
sense. Wait. Okay, move on.
Cool. We're working on bringing you a new show called Howdy Dudes that we talked about a couple episodes ago. I don't think we had a name for it the last time, so very much like Office Ladies, we're going with Howdy Dudes. And me and Kyle's going to be doing a rewatch podcast for the old Howdy shows, so stay tuned for that. That'll be probably in a couple weeks when we get the first episode of that.
Okay, every episode should start with you guys saying, howdy, dudes, right?
Probably.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that has to be the way it starts.
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, that's decided then.
Yep. Got you.
All right, well, we don't really have much else to BS about, so let's just go ahead and let's get into the predictions here. I'm just gonna let this run because we're not gonna have transitions today. It's just gonna be
I got you.
Long
Do
episode.
do 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 do.
Nailed it.
Boom.
All right, let's talk about wrestling.
Why you guys have actual transitions?
Because I don't think I'm a ukulele.
So tonight's the big pay-per-view, Double or Nothing. Is everybody excited about the show? What's everybody's
Yes.
kind of thoughts going
Yeah.
into it? All right, well, we'll start with Tyler. Tyler, you spoke up first. Why so enthusiastic about your yes for this show?
Well, this is my first Double or Nothing with fully being invested with AEW.
Mm-hmm.
And I've definitely...
Why? Because last year, Double or Nothing, you weren't?
No, I'm almost positive I had friends over Double or Nothing last
but you
year.
also-
I walked in on the Cody and Dustin match. I wasn't like
Mm-hmm.
all in.
Yeah.
Okay. So why is
All
that
in.
different this year?
See what you did there.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, like I'm fully invested now, and like I've seen all like I watch it weekly and everything, and that's something that I haven't done with wrestling in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, I've got the full backstories and all that. I'm excited to like have full knowledge of the matches coming up.
I think the main thing last year that you didn't watch it not was just because you had friends over. I think at that point your mindset was when you think of wrestling, you think of what WWE is at this point. So you were like, oh, I'm not too interested. And then I feel like once, like right when TV started, you were like, okay, wait a minute, this is something different. This is something new and better. So that's when you started becoming the mark that you are.
Facts.
Facts. He said facts.
How about you, Taggart?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I just liked how it's not predictable. Like you don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, me and Lane were talking about that earlier. It's you don't know. Like it's kind of up in the air who's gonna. Like you don't really have like an idea who's gonna win, which makes it more exciting. I feel.
Yeah.
So.
And like we were talking about we'll talk about this in a little bit. We were talking about the Shawn Spears and Dustin match, and I was like, of course this person's gonna win, and then he was like, but you never know. Like there could be this outcome where this happens, and so it's definitely not like a Brock Lesnar match where it's like, of course he's gonna win in 5 seconds, and the other guy's just gonna get knocked out. So.
Yep. All right, Liz, what about you?
I think that I'm excited for there to be an event again for us. I feel like we've had a lot of us have been watching wrestling in some form most of our lives. And so for a long time, like WrestleMania was like it for us. Like it was like, we didn't give a shit about the Super Bowl, but
You're not cussing on Howdy Radio.
Sorry, we didn't care about the Super Bowl. But we, WrestleMania was our situation. And then for like the last couple years, it's really felt like we lost that. Like we still did it. We still did WrestleMania every year because it's something that we've done for so long.
Even if it sucks, we still watch it. It's so tradition.
So, but to get to a point now where it's like, okay, now we have another annual thing that can replace that kind of long-standing thing that we've had and be excited about it. And I've been really excited by what they've done, since the world changed. And so I'm excited to continue to watch what they'll continue to do.
Cool. It'll be weird that there's no crowd. I mean, I guess maybe not weird. I guess we're probably just all used to that now.
Yeah.
But pay-per-view with no crowd is a little different than a TV show with no crowd, I think.
I think that's true. I think it will be different, but I'm happy that I guess I would rather it have been no crowd for a little while and then also no crowd here rather than this be the first no crowd.
Yeah.
Because now we're kind of used to the format and what it looks like and how it goes. So I don't think it'll be as difficult for us as it would have been, as it was those first couple weeks when we were watching.
Yeah.
And I think they've learned too how to do it. So I think it'll be better.
I think this is like the most time where you have to listen to fans. Because they're losing so many because of this, of nobody wants to watch wrestling with no fans. But, because they're listening to the fans and everybody, on Instagram and Twitter and everything, they're doing it so well. Unlike when you tape, which was kind of the problem for a little bit there, they taped, 3 weeks or 4 weeks worth of show, in, a 50-hour time span. So if something bad happened, there was no way to know if we liked it or not, and they still had to keep going with it. So I like how if something bad happens, now, they're like, okay, you guys don't like this, let's try to switch it up and do something else with it. So.
Right on.
I hate when that happens.
No,
I go on a rant, and then everybody's like, and then you do that all the time. I'll be having a big little on rant, and you'll just be like, all right. And then we go to the next thing. You've done that so many times.
We were just all captivated.
Right, and we agreed. So there wasn't
You were all in awe.
Yes.
Of your podcast.
My point I made.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Well, all right. We get into the actual scorecard now.
Yep. All right, let's go through the matches here. We are using our scorecard that we print out from Pro Wrestling Scorecards. You can follow them on Twitter at PW Scorecards or go to ProWrestlingScorecards.com. You can sign up and do it digitally now. If you're interested in doing that, we can even add you to our Howdy Inc. group, and you can compete against us in points. We love the guys at PW Scorecards. They do a great job. So,
but if you win, we kick you out because you're too good.
Yep. Today, for the prediction episode here, we're just going to tell you who we think is going to win. On the scorecard, there's lots more things to go through, like
fall
how
type,
many aerial moves. Well, they use a chair, stuff like that. But we're just going through who we think is winning. So let's start off at the beginning, the match that's going to be a part of the buy-in pre-show, which is Private Party versus Best Friends. Tyler, because you're the biggest Best Friends fan on the face of the planet, I'll let you go first. Who's winning this match?
Yeah, the Best Friends are totally winning this match.
Is that only based upon you being their biggest fan in the world, or like you really do think they're going to win?
I mean, there's no way that they don't win, because like Private Party's been doing their own thing, and they might have the side storyline with Paige if he is actually the person trying to take him out.
Okay.
So like, I think Best Friends win it, because I mean they've been wrestling for so long and like deserve the number one contender slot, which is what it's for. Mm-hmm. Whoever wins gets.
Is that what that is? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
so
cool.
But I think the Best Friends have earned it, and I'm also their biggest fan. So if they don't win, I'll be upset.
I think they're just so over right now. Like there's no way that they lose that. Like, and I love Private Party. I love like everything they can do. But just Best Friends and Orange Cassidy are just so over right now, and they're utilizing them with this whole coronavirus thing.
But they don't get a lot of wins, is why I'm a little worried about it.
Recently, they have.
They've caught back up with the recent times.
Okay.
You feel like they'd be more as popular if they didn't have Orange Cassidy with them?
I think they were still super over. Like when they fought, like with the whole hug thing, like everybody where
it pans out wide.
Like I feel like they weren't as over as they are with Orange, but I think they are still a fan favorite, anyways.
Yeah,
I agree with that as well. But Orange Cassidy definitely adds to their popularity, no doubt about
it.
And they're not just a gimmick. They're actual good wrestlers as well. They're not just a gimmick, and then that's all they got going for them.
And who you got, Liz?
That's a good question. I think I have Best Friends. Best Friends is who I had. I'm sorry, I had it here, but it wasn't pulled up. I think Best Friends, I think for the same reasons that Tyler was talking about, I feel like they have been winning lately, and so they've earned their spot to be in the number one contender. The other part about it is too that I think that if I'm thinking on a business side, that I think that they will continue to put them over because of the work they've done in the last couple months as well. I think not only have they been winning, but I think they've earned the right to go on a run because of kind of them putting their heads down and doing what was asked of them. So, not that I think others should be penalized because they did what they had to do as well, but I think that it's okay for them to be able to go on a run at this point.
Cool. Taggart?
I have Best Friends too. They've been on a roll lately, and that's the whole thing about this whole like scorecard. It's like you don't really know who to pick because they're all like good choices, but I had Best Friends.
All right. So we're all unanimous. Best Friends on that one.
Yes, but I am really excited to see Private Party again. I feel like
they're
one of those that I've missed not seeing.
I really like them.
Yeah, I loved them the second they came. Like I've loved them since day one.
So I think no matter what happens, I think they'll put on a great match.
I think we all fell in love with Private Party from the moment on BTE when they showed them going to that little indie show and offering them a contract that like instantly made
when it was Private Party versus the Bucks.
Yeah.
I think especially the reason that we love them so much was because the Bucks lost to them in like the tournament match. I feel like I I knew that in the Bucks' head they were like, okay, we're gonna show the world what these guys can do, and like then they did it, and it was a great match. So I feel like that made us all kind of love them.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that'll be a good match. That's on the pre-show. So even if you're not gonna spend $50 and watch the pay-per-view tonight, you can turn on YouTube at 7:30 and at least watch that match, and that'll probably be really cool. So, all right, moving on. Next up, we've got Shawn Spears versus Dustin Rhodes. Shawn Spears called out Dustin Rhodes on the show this past week on Dynamite, and now they're wrestling.
Yep.
Which is good. Shawn Spears has also been really good through this whole empty arena era of wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's good that he got a spot on the card, and I think everybody that Dustin Rhodes has wrestled and every match Dustin Rhodes has had in AEW has been really good.
Yeah.
So I think he's obviously very capable of making whoever he wrestles look really good. Not saying that they're bad wrestlers or whatever, but so I expect this to be a really good match, and it'll hopefully really show off Shawn Spears a little bit.
Especially even with the Lance Archer match, which we hated that whole tournament, and we all thought that tournament was kind of stupid. But I feel like because it wasn't a squash match and they let Dustin do some stuff, it showed that he wasn't just a squash competitor like Lance wasn't. That Lance could also do stuff. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was cool.
All right, I've got I don't remember who I put to win this one on my scorecard.
I've got Dustin winning.
Me too.
Yeah, I do too.
I have him winning, but I hope he doesn't.
Yeah, I
same.
hope that Shawn wins for sure.
I want it for the guaranteed points of the scorecard, but realistically, I want Shawn Spears to win.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at for sure.
I had Shawn Spears.
Do you have Shawn Spears because you want Shawn Spears, or do you have Shawn Spears because you think Shawn Spears?
I have him because I feel like he's going to win.
Okay.
That's the point of the prediction card, is it not? You don't pick who you want to win. This isn't a want to win.
Well, that's I picked Dustin because I think he's going to, but not because I don't want him to. I want Shawn Spears to win, but I was just curious where Taggart was.
I'd like for Dustin to win, but I just feel like since Shawn's on a roll lately, I think he'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, I feel like it's the other way. I feel like at this point, the Rhodes brothers just don't lose in big scenarios. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah.
What about Cody versus Dustin?
Okay, yes, obviously one of them has to win and one has to win. But from what I'm seeing lately, in big scenarios, when one of the Rhodes brothers is involved in a match against someone else, it seems like that's where we are at this point. So that was where I headed.
All right, so everybody picked Shawn Spears there?
No.
Or Dustin, I mean. Sorry. Everybody picked Dustin?
Taggart picked Shawn.
Taggart has,
Yeah, I got Shawn Spears too.
Okay. What's next? We got
Penelope Ford versus Chris Statlander.
You skipped one.
I'm just going on the piece of paper.
Yeah, on the paper, we're just going in. Okay. I'm also looking at the thing, Tyler. But
okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Penelope Ford versus Chris Statlander. This was supposed to be Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander, but apparently Britt Baker might be out for up to a year with a torn ACL from past Wednesday night's show, and that sucks.
Thanks, Nyla.
Is that what happened? Was it Nyla's fault?
Yeah, I don't remember. I wasn't exactly watching, but apparently she pushed her into the.
I've seen comments that say that oh, that looks so bad. It looked like her leg snapped in half, but I didn't actually.
I think it was the thing where they have the bodies in the ring and they pull their legs out and they hit her on the post. I think she actually basically did it.
Okay.
So
But I don't understand how that would be Nyla because they were
and she did it
because they were on a team together though.
No, they.
Yeah, they were tag team.
You're wrong.
So I haven't seen it. I'd like to see it before I make a decision about whether it was Nyla's fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's out for a while.
We can blame Nyla Rose. Who cares?
Sucks.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
But it's cool that Penelope gets a shot to be on the show.
Facts.
I got Chris Statlander winning this one.
Same. What about you guys? What about you, Tyler?
So at this point, now that I'm starting to think about it, I have that I want Penelope to win. But thinking about it, if they were able to replace Britt like that, wouldn't it make sense that Chris Statlander was going to win?
Well, what are they gonna do? They still have to
If Britt
they
was
still have
gonna
to put it on the match.
yeah, they still have to put it on.
Britt could have won that match.
I was gonna win anyway.
Yeah, Britt was for sure going to win the match, of course.
Yeah.
Did you think so? Because I had Statlander from the beginning.
Hell no.
Yeah, I would have put.
Which kind of stinks, because I feel like that's for the same reason that Orange Cassidy will probably never get a title shot, because they're I know this isn't. Is it for anything?
I don't think so.
No, I don't
I
think
think it's just it was the other two that were in that fatal 4-way
Yeah,
to go forward.
but no, I've got Penelope Ford winning. She deserves it.
But Orange Cassidy will get a TNT title shot at one of these days. I think at All Out, him against Cody probably. Right? Is that the next one?
Sounds awful.
Yeah, because it was 4. Yeah.
Who you got, Taggart?
I had Statlander.
Liz?
I have Statlander.
Okay.
I have liked her. I feel
Yeah.
like she is moving forward. I have liked her for a while. I don't think Penelope has enough in the game to go on a run as an individual yet. I don't think she's gone through the ropes or whatever, and I feel like Chris Statlander has, and I've liked her since she started.
Well, Penelope Ford still had a bunch of experience. She
Yes,
just at AEW they just haven't really used her.
But you have to go on the product I'm watching. I can't go based on where she was 3 years ago in the Indies. I have to go on what I'm watching right now.
Her with Janela.
But keep in mind that Penelope Ford did do that crazy move on Chris Statlander during that Fatal 4-Way, and that's one of the best moves in women's wrestling I've ever seen.
For sure. I think it's going to be a great
I still don't
match.
know if that was botched or not.
It wasn't.
I really felt like
It was
botched.
perfectly executed. It was the opposite of a botch.
Okay.
All right.
I think it's going to be great, but I think that Chris Statlander is going to take it.
Mm-hmm. If Penelope Ford wins, then that'll really help Tyler in the points there because we're all against him on that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that match. I like Penelope Ford, and I'm glad that she got put on the pay-per-view.
Same here.
Very unfortunate that Britt Baker hurt herself. But
if it's the dentist, she'll be fine.
Yeah, she's a dentist. So.
That's right. MJF versus Jungle Boy. I'm really glad to see Jungle Boy get a good singles match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's everybody got?
Who
on
did
this
he
one?
go with? Didn't he? Was it Jericho that he went
him
with?
against
There
Jericho.
was
It was
a time
you won't
limit
last.
that he went the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you won't last 15 minutes, something like that.
10, wasn't it?
Okay.
10, yeah. Yep. Who's everybody got on this one?
I got MJF.
Yeah, I got MJF.
Me too.
I've got Jungle Boy.
I have MJF.
Ooh,
I would
dang,
like
Tyler.
to see Jungle Boy win, but I think
Yeah.
I think MJF won
Same.
against Cody and Marco, and now Jungle Boy is there to put him in his place.
I
He's
think
getting a little too
I would
bratty.
like to see that for sure. But I don't know if over is the right word, but MJF is just so over right now. I just can't imagine him losing. Because then you lose the ability to be as cocky as he is, and so I feel like they've got to keep that moving. And Jungle Boy's just too nice, and so in this situation, I feel like
I think it's the same thing. It's gonna be because he made a comment on Dynamite. He was like, it's just the same underdog story, but that was kind of the same thing with Cody versus MJF. It was Cody 100% is gonna win this match. He's gone through all this stimulations and he's definitely gonna win this. And then MJF still won. That's the thing that goes back to what Tiger was saying about the predictability. Everybody's oh, of course Jungle Boy's gonna win this match. He's the underdog. He's not gonna get squashed by MJF. But I really do think that MJF will win this match.
I think MJF is going to win, and I think it's going to be from something sleazy. I think Wardlow's going to do something behind his back or whatever.
I think that is going to happen, but then it backfires on him, and Jungle Boy will prevail. Yeah.
I see you.
All right. Anything else on that match?
I don't think so.
How about? We
go.
should have talked about this match first because I don't care about it at all. Cody versus Lance Archer. That's hands down my least looked forward to.
But that'll still be a good match, I think.
Because I'm just kind of not really.
As long as Cody loses, it's a good
Cody
match.
right now. I think Lance Archer wins. This whole stupid tournament was set up for Lance Archer to win the belt.
Yeah.
Terrible tournament.
And I'm done hearing Cody say that he needs everything. He doesn't need anything. So annoying.
Kind of over Cody.
He literally is like executive. What is it?
Vice president.
Yeah, he's a like vice president. What is it? Like a vice president with all the other people. Like he's making bank right now. Like I feel like
he's a wrestler. He still wants.
But I still don't think that he can.
No,
he
but
should
don't worry.
write
He made
himself.
the point that he was like, I don't need it for the pay raise. I need it because.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he does not need to have a title. He does not. He should not have the right to write himself the title. I hate that so much.
Okay, so the question is, are they trying to make Cody a heel?
Cody couldn't do a heel.
That's what
Well,
I'm
no,
saying.
he was.
How
with,
so? We already hate him now as is.
That's what I'm asking. Like,
We hate him as a face, just make him heel, I guess.
but I think maybe he's so face that it's kind of like how MJF is so heel that everybody likes him. I feel like Cody has gone to the point where he's so face that everyone's like, enough already.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns.
The big dog.
Roman Reigns. I mean, I don't think it's to that extreme, but I'm having the same kind of feelings towards him.
Yeah.
Though I have him winning the match because again, I don't see any evidence that in big matches they will make Cody lose. I
have Lance winning.
So do I. I mean, it would be so pointless to go through all of this, to have the big reveal of Lance Archer, just for it to be like this person who's been here since day one just gets to do whatever he wants.
I see that. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that I just went with the points that I thought made sense for me.
Mm-hmm. Who you got, Taggart?
I got Lance.
Yeah.
I'm kind of starting to rethink it, though. I don't know.
Well, I think you got 2 minutes to lock in your choices.
I'm gonna keep it,
No,
but
that's not. It doesn't stop at 6. It stops at 7:30 is when it actually locks.
All right. So, yeah, I don't care about that match.
Yeah. But personally, even though I feel like we can't go into it thinking we don't care for this match, it doesn't matter.
I'm really looking forward to seeing.
I still think that the match will be good. I think they'll still perform well, but I just don't care.
As long as it's not a Kobe or Cody, as long as it's not Cody like underselling his finisher or whatever. Because like as long as it's not a Darby 2.0 kind of match, like I'll be okay with that. So I feel like they put on a good match, but then all of a sudden it was just like, oh wait, it's rigged for me to win. I'm just gonna not do anything and pin.
Okay, so this is the match that Mike Tyson is involved in. He is giving the title to the winner, I guess, is what happens.
I'm excited to see the title.
Yeah, we haven't seen the belt yet.
Yeah.
It's always exciting to see a new belt and hope that it looks cool.
Like I have a vision in my mind, but I feel like what I have in my mind isn't gonna be what like it'll be.
I have a vision of it being very similar to the old NWA heavyweight champ belt.
Okay, the one that WWE still uses.
Similar to that.
What is WCW? What are you talking about?
The 20 pounds of gold.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's a. Why are you saying that that's a WWE thing?
Because they use that belt. That's their. Or they did. I don't know. Do they still use it?
No, NWA like has that whole thing.
That's a different belt.
No, I'm talking about like the World Heavyweight Championship belt that they still use.
No, they don't use that.
You're not talking about the same thing that we're talking about.
Okay.
But that's what I'm picturing. It's going to be similar.
All right.
That
it's going to be like a big TNT logo.
Yeah, that's I see it like being like red or something. I don't know why.
Now, are you talking about the Ric Flair belt, like the big gold belt?
I think so.
That's what Liz is talking about.
Because I think they're going to go old school with it, with the old. They're trying to bring back the nostalgia of it. I think that's my thoughts, but I could be totally wrong.
I just hope they don't do another AEW women's wristwatch.
Yeah.
It's a freaking penny belt.
Yeah, belt's stupid.
Oh my goodness. I need Nyla to...
So was it built for Riho like that, and they just hadn't fixed it, or was that just really what they thought should work?
I don't know. It was a stupid decision. Whoever made the
I mean,
decision based on whatever
Rio's
reason.
size, I guess, makes sense, but anyone else
Since
that
when
doesn't
do you
fit.
create a belt and only cater to the person that's going to hold it for 2 months?
That's true.
I don't understand why, but whatever. Terrible looking belt. Hopefully this one doesn't suck. You guys, is anybody excited about Mike Tyson being a part of this?
I'm undecided. It's cool. It's a
I mean,
cool
I
face to show,
understand
but other than that,
I get it. Like, I get the history of him being a part of things, and like, I get all of those things.
No, the only reason he is there is because Lance gonna win, and then it's gonna be like, oh, look how tough Lance is. He's gonna beat up Mike Tyson, and that is the only reason that he is there.
I mean, I think there's more to it than that. I think there's more, again, nostalgia, TNT stuff that goes with it. But I don't know.
I hope he has a little more interaction with the match instead than just giving him the belt. Like, I hope he gets involved somehow.
yeah.
And rips off his shirt and has a DX shirt on underneath it. That'd be awesome.
He has a elite hoodie shirt on underneath it, or like Nightmare Family. That would make the most sense.
How about the Women's World Championship match? Champion Nyla Rose defending the title to Hikaru Shida.
This is a no DQ match.
No DQ match.
So.
Oh, I don't
Did
think
not
I
know
knew
that.
Never mind.
I didn't know that either.
Why did you say you never mind, Tyler?
I mean, I have Shida winning, but
I have Sheeta winning too.
if it's not a smash match outside of, if it could be a smash match in the ring, outside of the ring, it could definitely be mega smash match.
The match either ends two ways. It's either
One person wins or the other person wins.
It's either Sheeta wins and it's a moderately okay match, or Nyla wins and it ends by ref stoppage. And she hits her semi hard and she's dead or whatever. So that's probably what's gonna happen.
Winning by submission.
Okay.
You said you have Shida winning by submission?
What is Sheeta's finish?
I have the same thing.
Because I think that Sheeta has the technical wrestling that Nyla doesn't.
She has the wrestling skills and Nyla has nothing.
So I'm hoping what happens is that Sheeta is outside and uses the kendo stick to get her down and then puts a wrestling hold on her and makes her tap out. That's
that'd be cool.
I'd be happy with that. I don't see it happening. I have Nyla Rose winning, but I
do you really?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, in terms of points, it makes sense.
I don't think they wanted her to have the belt for this long.
I don't think they planned on her having the belt this long, and the only reason that she still does is because she hasn't wrestled during this whole situation.
She's only had the belt for a short amount of time. And
when did she?
She's only defended the belt a couple times. I don't think that.
I think they continue talking about how Sheeta has been the number one contender for 11 weeks, 12 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. And she still hasn't gotten the actual title shot.
Yeah, I think that Sheeta was next in line, and I think that things just got prolonged.
Yeah.
All right. Who you got, Tyler?
I got Nyla.
Yeah.
I just feel like she hasn't had it that long.
Mm-hmm.
So
maybe I feel like she's had it that long because I don't like her. So I'm like,
yeah.
God, she's had it forever. Can we move on?
It's one of them deals where I want Sheeta to win, but I just I know that Nyla is probably going to get it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I agree with you 100% there. I'd love to see Sheeta win. She's probably my favorite woman in the AEW. And I really hate Nyla Rose. Yep. All right.
Okay. Next is the casino ladder match, which has Darby Allin, Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Joey Janela, who is replacing Ray Phoenix because he injured himself on Wednesday as well. Luchasaurus, Scorpio Sky, Kip Sabian, Freaky Kazarian, and a mystery entrant number 9. So
Don't forget Colt Cabana.
I said Colt Cabana.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Colt Cabana got missed from the beginning, but Colt Cabana is my friend, and I need everyone to remember.
I'll never forget. So this match will be awesome. It's a ladder match, and apparently they're going to grab a chip. And whoever grabs the chip, then you get a title shot at the world champion at some point.
I think it's like you cash in the chip, like the Money in the Bank. Like
I think it's similar. Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what they've been saying. I think on the countdown to Double or Nothing last night, I think the announcer or whatever said that.
Gotcha. So before we say who we think is going to win, who do we think the mystery entrant is going to be?
Tyler.
I think the mystery entrant is David Benoit.
Okay.
That'd be super
Choice.
cool.
Jack?
That's what I've got. He's got ties with Jericho. He's not going to the E anytime soon, I think.
Well,
That'd be
they
nice.
won't let him, and he's not
Well, I
even allowed
know
to go
that.
backstage at the E.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
you can't go to the big one, so
Yeah.
I figured go to where you have ties with Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
I had Zack Ryder.
That's what I had too.
Yeah. I
But
thought
then-
about that, but
I was talking to Lane earlier, and he was like, "What about Pac? And what about?" And then I was like, "Well, shoot, it could be him, or it could be like, Pentagon."
well, you said Pentagon, but he's also stuck in Mexico City right now. So,
Well, Pac's stuck in the UK. That's why he's not here.
Yeah.
well, he had a promo, so I feel like that would.
True, he did have a promo, but he is stuck in the UK. I believe they're stuck until June 1st. I don't think there's allowed to be any
Maybe.
travel internationally.
You
until
never know. He could be in LA right now. You
True.
never know.
You never know.
Yep. Who you got, Liz?
I have Austin Gunn.
Okay.
It's a good one too. I didn't think of him.
I feel like they've shown him a lot. I feel like I kept saying, why doesn't he wrestle? Why doesn't he wrestle? But then when I found out that they had done all of those tapings in like a 24-hour period, I think he was probably injured during that time and he couldn't. But I think he's over. And I think he's had this time to recuperate. And so I think he's coming in.
I'll be honest though, like I think I want him in the crowd more than I want him in the ring.
Yeah.
Well, but he can do both.
I know he can do both, but right now, I mean, him and his dad are doing such a great job at what they're doing by being
with
the
the
outside the ring family
But I think that the
guys.
same thing is happening with like Sean Spears has been doing a great job on the
Mhm.
outside, but he also gets a match. And so I
Right.
think he can be both. I think he can be on the outside for everything else, but then also, I mean, how cool would it be for him to be on the outside the whole time? And then fucking number 9 comes and
There's still
boom.
no cussing on Howdy
Sorry.
Radio though.
Then he jumps the rail and he's entered number 9 after we've been watching him all night long. I just think that would be cool. That's why he was on my radar.
I think that would be disappointing, in my opinion.
Okay. Well,
I think they're trying to be like, this is somebody big, which is why I think Zack Ryder is a good choice.
Yeah, I think it's somebody that we don't already know in AEW. I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to be somebody that's just a normal AEW
I'm probably
person
gonna
already.
change mine because
Why
I-
make it a secret?
I
if it's gonna be
originally made a
Yeah.
pack because I thought that because of Ray Phoenix being in it, so I was like, they're gonna work together at some point, and one of them is gonna win it. So that's what happened in my head.
My only thought on it is I hope it is a cool big pop, but I hope whoever it is doesn't win.
right. Like if it is Zack
Like,
Ryder,
I don't
then
want
like
Zack
Zack
Ryder
Ryder's
to
like
show up and then
guaranteed to
jump
win.
Yeah.
jump the line in front of Colt and Joey Janela and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Because everyone else has been doing so much. I don't want him to just show up and pull a Lance Archer and just be handed metal.
Mhm.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
that's
always happens. Look, usually with the
It doesn't
crazy,
have to happen though.
like most of the time with the crazy, like, or I thought not this Royal Rumble, but like most Royal Rumbles, like entrant 28 is a big surprise, and that's the person that wins. So there usually isn't.
yes, but this is not the Royal Rumble.
I
This
know it's not the Royal Rumble.
And this isn't the E either. This is
I know
AEW.
it's not. Oh my,
Let's
I
hope
hate
it's
you
different.
all.
You don't have to hate us. We just disagree with you.
But it's
And
the
if it is Zack
no
Ryder,
way
I
the
hope that he does really
surprise.
cool stuff in the match, but then in the end ends up losing.
Like no way that the surprise doesn't win. Like
Unless it's David Benoit.
that
then
would
hand that kid a
surprise
title shot.
Then Tyler's like, never mind. Then
I don't
want
understand how he could like want to do a ladder match. like with all like the CTE stuff that like his dad went through that like made him do like all the
As long as he
crazy
doesn't
stuff.
do the headbutt, I think he'll
Yeah,
be
I was gonna say, don't go head to head with people.
I think that we've learned
True,
what you
but-
can and can't
But
do.
still,
All right.
Keep
AEW is
yourself
very
safe.
safe with.
yeah.
I'm sure that
Mhm.
AEW is all about trying to keep everybody safe. So
Yeah.
he's
And
learned-
even by them saying that Britt and Ray Phoenix are both not wrestling tonight shows that, I think.
That it's like no, the show still goes on or whatever. It's
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it was back in the
They're
day,
just like,
then they would
we have
like,
people
oh, you
who
fell on your
can
back.
replace you.
That's tough.
yeah.
All right, who's winning the match?
I have the Mystery and Trent winning the match.
I've got Colt winning.
I got Darby.
I got Darby as well.
Yeah.
I have Orange.
Orange was my first thought, and I thought about it for a little bit, and I changed it. So that's a good one too.
I just go with my gut usually in those kind of situations. When there's a large number, I'm like, okay, who could it be? And that's where I go.
I could see it being a very fun finish if Orange wins it. Like he'll climb up the ladder all funny to get it or something. And
Yeah.
I do not see Orange climbing a ladder.
yeah, think
I
he's just
see
gonna, like,
him
stand
going
in
up
the ring
3
and just,
steps
like,
and is like,
trying to reach.
nah, I'm good. I don't see, like, I see him, like, trying to do something, and, like, the other wrestlers, like, they're racing up the ladder, but he's, like, super slow, and the other guy is, like, super fast.
Well, last pay-per-view he tried, so he might try at this
did try.
pay-per-view.
Might.
also.
That's true.
He hasn't guaranteed that he'll try, but
Yeah.
he,
Oh well, and he doesn't even know how to win the match because he just posted on Instagram earlier today. I don't even know how to win this match.
hopefully someone will explain it to him.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Because that'd be a great turnout for me if the best friends can win that #1 contender and then Orange Cassidy wins the ladder match.
It'd be a good
But
match.
I would not be sad if Colt wins either. So
Oh no, definitely not.
Yeah.
Colt wins, I would be ecstatic.
If we're being honest, the only one that could win this that would make me sad that they won would be Frankie Kazarian, because he just has no reason to be in this match anyway. I mean, honestly, I think that's kind of it.
No, I think all 3 of the tag team people were fillers.
Yeah,
So,
I don't see Luke.
Scorpio Sky's going against Jericho, though.
Yeah, but
Scorpio
I don't
Sky is going to be a very successful singles wrestler in
You think
AEW.
so? You think they're gonna do? You think they're gonna do CD and Frankie, and keep them 2 together, and let Scorpio do his own thing?
I don't. Whatever happens to SCU in the future, at some point, I guarantee you that he will be champion at some point.
And you
Scorpio
think
Sky.
Luchasaurus is gonna be
Yeah.
the same?
What?
You think Luchasaurus is gonna be the same?
No, I highly, but I wouldn't be sad that if Luchasaurus won because I like him, but he's definitely not. He's definitely not going to win. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if he did.
And I don't know that I don't know that I'd be mad if he won, but I don't know that that's where I want him to go. He needs to be fighting Jake Hager. He needs to be fighting
yeah, the big guys.
the
Dustin Rhodes.
Dustin Rhodes. He needs to be fighting Wardlow. Wardlow
Yeah.
needs to freaking fight
They've
somebody.
been teasing that for forever. They're like, always get all up in
I
Wardlow's
don't
face.
see him going into the title picture yet. I feel like there's some other work that needs to be done to get there.
Well, Tyler, I think what you were saying, I think during the MJF match, Luchasaurus is going to come out and mess with Wardlow, and then that'll set up a storyline to
Yeah, 'cause
go
I-
into all
I sure
Out.
hope so. They've been having a couple encounters.
I think Wardlow's going to do something to Marco, and then Luchasaurus is going to come out
Yeah.
and take care of that.
All right, that'll probably be one of the best matches of the night.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather have seen Marco in the ladder match than Lucha in the ladder match. That's just my thoughts.
But still, Luchasaurus can do some great. Like, he's
know.
tall and big, but he can do some cool stuff.
But I feel like if Marco was in the ladder match, he could do stuff in the ladder match, and then Lucha could be with Jungle Boy, and him and Wardlow could keep each other under control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
True.
Just my thoughts.
good
I
points.
should be a wrestling writer. Why am I not a wrestling writer?
Yeah, WWE will probably be hiring here soon. So
No, they fired everybody. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they'll be hiring soon because they fired everybody.
all right. I'm gonna go a little bit backwards because I thought the main event was the Stadium Stampede, so we're gonna save that one for last, just because.
Yeah.
All right, so John Moxley versus Brody Lee. How we looking there? Who's got who there? Moxley's a champ, defending the title. Brody Lee
For the first time on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Where'd Tiger go?
I don't know.
Just ran away.
Screw you guys.
I think you walked into the bathroom.
Gotcha. You had to pee. Should have just took the laptop in there with you, Tiger. You could have just
No.
kept on going. All right. I don't know if there's a lot to talk about this match. Is is anybody super excited about this match?
I think it'll be good, but I'm excited because I know that Brody Lee can actually do stuff. Like, again, it's the same kind of thing like with Lance. Like, right now, he just had a bunch of squash matches. But, like, I know that he can actually do some cool stuff. Mm-hmm. So I just hope, and John can put over a piece of paper. So.
I don't want John to put over Brody Lee.
I don't think
Moxley's
losing this match.
No way.
I was gonna say. I mean, I have Mox winning. I guess
just put him over. Just show that he has some talent.
Okay, so it can be a good match, but
yeah.
I just can't imagine a situation where John loses this match.
Just like the Dustin and Shawn Spears match. Like, Dustin will show off Shawn Spears to show what he can completely do. So
here's the only other thing to kind of play devil's advocate to all of us choosing John Moxley is that just earlier we talked about how it makes no sense for the Cody versus Lance Archer match. It makes no sense for them to bring in Lance Archer and to be hyped like that and then for Cody to beat him. Of course he's going to win. So Brody Lee's in the exact same situation. Like, he's had like the same type of reveal and the same time frame and everything.
But I think John is different than Cody.
For sure, he's the heavyweight champion.
John has also claimed, and he said he was disappointed with Brody Lee on his approach to what he was doing with the whole gang thing. Mm-hmm. I think he loses it. I think Dark Order, which is something we've known of for a very long time. There's a paradigm shift in what happens with the rest of Dark Order.
Mm-hmm. So you think Dark Order breaks up?
Not necessarily breaks up,
or
but maybe it's a 10 starts to question the authority of what Brody Lee stands for by losing the title match to Moxley. Like, makes him more
But Moxley's only had the title since Revolution. No way that he will lose it.
Right. I mean, I think Tyler agrees that he's not going to lose it. It's just.
I think it's not necessarily to discredit Brody Lee. I think it's to push his Dark Order storyline farther now that he shows up as being a part of the Dark Order.
Yeah. But it seems like then the Dark Order isn't as strong because the guy loses.
I think
that's a good thing. I think the Dark Order has run amok, and that's the point.
Yeah. Tiger, you got Moxley?
Yeah.
Right.
He hasn't, like you guys just said, he hasn't had the belt that long.
Yeah.
I don't see him getting rid of it that soon.
But we were just kind of bringing up the point as to where, like, Lance Archer, like we said, there's no way that he's going to lose because he's new and they've been pushing him. And Brody Lee's kind of in the same situation also. So that's the only thing that kind of makes me second guess Moxley winning. But there's no way Moxley loses.
Or maybe they'll swerve it and do a disqualification or something.
You're right. That's very true.
So maybe Dark Order comes in, he loses.
That's true. But he doesn't lose the belt.
So not a clean finish. Maybe.
That's true.
Because one of the questions is there a Dark Order attack? And I mean, I've said yes to that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I do too.
Sure. And that's a good idea.
Feeds into what Tyler was saying about how John has been talking about you really need to do it like this. And then so that could turn into the two of them continuing this kind of back and forth beyond this, in that, okay, you brought your minions and we're still in the same situation. Are you going to come at me for real, or what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And it can turn into something bigger along that line as well.
Yeah.
But I think you're right that they got to put Brody Lee over.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no point in bringing him in if we're not going to put him over.
Right.
He's not an indie guy that we brought in that we got to do something with him.
Right.
So maybe it's a slow burn rather than right away. Maybe that Mox Brody Lee is a slow burn feud that we see for a while instead of
Could
it
be.
just coming to a head here.
That'd be cool if it's
Could
a like multi, like if it's this and All Out, like those two, and it would be, it'd be like this, and they get the DQ, and then and then until All Out, or if they do something else, like Fight for the Fallen or something like that.
I mean,
they'll do like, well,
they-
you beat me last.
building together like twice, right?
I guess.
What was your question?
Brody Lee and John have only really been in the same building together like twice at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah.
So they haven't really had a chance to really build it into something.
Mhm.
So maybe this isn't the end. Maybe this is just the beginning
Yeah.
of
Mhm.
That's a good point. Cool. That makes me a little bit more excited for the match to kind of talk about it and think about what could happen. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And that is the main event, but we're going backwards a little bit because I thought that this match was the main event, but I was wrong. The Stadium Stampede match, which is Matt Hardy and the Elite versus the Inner Circle. I know I've said a million times that the title match should always be the main event, but for some reason I just thought this one was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So who all thinks that the Elite is going to win?
I have the Elite winning.
I do too.
I think I have. Let me see.
I have the Elite also.
I have Inner Circle.
Yeah, I also have Inner Circle.
All right. This match will probably be super cool because I think it's going to be similar to the Falls Count Anywhere match or whatever it was that they did on Dynamite when Sammy Guevara got ran over by a golf cart. I assume it'll be in similar fashion to that match.
This song.
I've even said yes to the golf cart makes the return.
Sorry.
What, Liz?
I thought it was a song. Sammy Guevara got run over by a golf cart. That's
Rate it.
All right. I don't know what else to say about this match. What about Hangman?
I mean-
Is Hangman gonna play nicely with the Elite, or
He's not.
No,
I don't
not
think
at all.
he's not going to play nicely. But I feel like him and Kenny need to have a tag match, just them two, lose the belts, and then Hangman will turn on Kenny. Because I don't think he can turn on him now because they still have the belts. So
Or that makes championship matches awkward later in the future because there's the tension between the two of them. They won't function
and
as
he's
well, and
cheating
they'll
on
lose
him
the
with
belt
Matt Hardy.
because of it.
So
yeah.
And I think
Yeah, for real. Kenny can just turn the other way and just go to the other guy because no one fully cares enough to have Hangman around.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hangman's gonna have a conversation about that he was replaced while he was gone. Like, how
I
can
think he went soul searching in the woods, and he's ready to just give the middle finger and walk away.
I think that his Woods speech means he's ready to go for a title shot.
Yeah, he's ready to go solo.
He's ready to go back to being main card, not underneath of these.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't think he's going to turn on them. I think tonight will continue. I'm going to do what I got to do, but we're not friends, because I think we saw that again. He just did that at Dynamite. Like, I came out, I did what I do, and then I'm like, all right, deuces, I'm out. I'm not going to sit here and party with you. We're not friends.
Mm-hmm.
I think that will continue. I don't think he's going to fight them, because I don't think he's going to go Inner Circle. So I don't think he's trying to let Inner Circle win. So I don't know
What if
that
happened. What if he did go Inner Circle?
Oh
my
I don't even
goodness,
know
that'd be
what I would
crazy.
do.
Oh my,
Wow,
that would be a
I don't think
big
in order
plot
to-
twist.
Two of my favorites would both be Inner Circle.
I know
with-
Jericho and Hangman.
No. That would be difficult for me. I would struggle with that for sure.
That'd be awesome.
And that would be a thing that it's like, unless, look, even though now we said it, now it's all in our minds, but like, if we wouldn't have said that and that would have happened, like, the whole entire world would just explode, because
I mean,
that,
I would still
that is
explode.
like, just like how me and Tiger were talking about, like, predictions, like, literally nobody who, like, hasn't been in the writer's room would never think about that. So, or
I don't think
you
he has
never
to
know.
go Inner
He
Circle in
could-
order to fight the Elite. Because, I mean,
No, we're just
You can't even-
hypothetically.
Yeah.
speaking
Gotcha.
here.
But also,
you can't even consider Matt Hardy as a part of the Elite.
he could totally be in that
But I
ladder
think
match.
Hangman does see them Matt Hardy as part of the Elite, and I think Hangman is irritated by that. I think Hangman is irritated that they brought him in and replaced him. I think he's irritated that they wrestled those tag team matches without him. Like I think there's some irritation there, and so I don't think he turns on him. I don't think he physically assaults one of the Elite. I just don't think he does.
We'll have to get to that point eventually.
I mean, you're right. It's been hyped for a while that it needs to be that way, but I don't know.
I need a Kenny versus Hangman match. That'd be crazy.
So I think that'll be at All Out.
But we thought it was going to be a Double or Nothing because we thought they were going to turn on each other at Evolution, but here we are.
But
if I'm
there's
picking
a good
match that I want to see of Kenny Omega, it's Kenny versus Colt Cabana, because that's the best feud in wrestling right now on BTE.
Yes,
it's pretty good right now. What's going on with BTE?
But all that I want is Hangman. Like, it'll be so cool if Hangman goes to the ladder match, wins the ladder match, now has like this thing, and is also the tag champ. So now he's got both. So then they're like, wait a second. Like, you got the tag team championship, and all of a sudden now you're in 2 matches in the same night. Like, what's happening here?
I would struggle if it was Hangman versus John at some point. That would be a difficult match for me.
I feel like that would be a great match, though. Like, that deserves to happen.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be a good match. I just, for me personally, I would struggle with that match. And no, it's not like Jericho versus Moxley, because through Jericho.
Whatever.
It's all about.
Careful, he'll block you on Twitter. He's watching.
Yes.
You better watch out, Mama.
Okay, Cabana is my friend. I don't need Chris Jericho to be my friend.
But does he block you on Twitter?
I don't care.
Exactly.
What he does on Twitter.
No, but does Colt Cabana block you on Twitter?
No.
That means he doesn't. I bet you he forgot about you.
Wow.
All right. So, what does everybody think match of the night will be?
The ladder match. No, the ladder match or the Stampede match.
Yeah, those are the
like
two
the
big
equal.
ones.
But yeah,
I think the best friends match will be super good though. It'd be nice to have Private Party back fighting.
Yeah, sure. For sure. Not yeah, sure.
Did you say yes, sir, or did you say yeah, sure?
I said yeah, sure.
Oh.
Like yeah, sure, that'll be a good match. Like, no, I meant like yeah, for sure, that will be a good match.
I think I'm picking the Stadium Stampede as match of the night.
Yeah.
I think the MJF Jungle Boy match is going to surprise you.
Okay.
I was going to say...
Sounds like you know something we don't know, Mama.
Yeah, I do.
I was going to say, as far as, like, spectacle, I'd say the Stampede match. But then, like, as far as, like, actual wrestling match, I'd say MJF versus Jungle Boy.
I feel like Sammy is going to get, like, super kicked and fall down, like, a bunch of stairs. And like
I need there to be like a Mick Foley off the steel cage off of the Titantron.
Oh my goodness!
What?
I need someone to go crashing down.
I mean, you got Darby Allin and Joey Janela involved, so one of them two are going to.
Somebody's jumping off of something high. Darby's gonna. It's gonna be like the Edge and Orton match with the crazy high ladder. Like, that's the ladder Darby's gonna use and jump off like 50 feet in the air and.
So do you think, so one of the questions was, does Darby do a coffin drop? Yeah. So I said yes, that he does a coffin drop off a ladder. Do you think he hits it, or do you think...
No, he's going to die. No way he hits it. Probably. Somebody's going to move, he's going to jump super high, he's going to break the ladder, break himself. That's way he's going to hit it.
I thought he was going to take the bump himself.
Yeah,
that was
my... I don't understand how he agrees to that.
I don't know how he does it. I don't know why he does it. I don't understand why his mother isn't like, what are you doing? But
he set himself on fire, for crying out loud.
I know.
Well, he probably had like a protective thing.
I know, but it's the principle of it.
Yeah.
So crazy.
It is.
All right. Anything else that we're looking forward to with the show? I'm sure we're in for some surprises.
Is the unscheduled appearances? Anybody have somebody that they want to talk about that they think is going to show up?
I have Stone Cold's gonna show up and attack Tyson.
Nice.
Yes, I was like, and then he rips off his shirt and it's in a circle, and it's like, I can do you better.
Shirt ripping.
Yeah. Let me see
I had
who else
Zack
I
Ryder
had.
as an unscheduled appearance. I had him in the ladder match also. I don't know. I guess there's
had-
a possibility of a couple WWE people, right? Since they just let go a ton of people. So
I
I
had.
don't know that we're at the 90-day no compete with that.
A lot of people didn't have the 90-day no compete.
Okay, so
And all of the NXT guys only had 30 days.
Yeah.
gotcha.
So
See, but I don't want AEW to be WWE unused.
Yeah, again, that's
No.
what I don't want that. Like I
understand.
understand that they'll use them better, but still, I don't want.
know.
I want new talent. I don't want
And as
talent
time
that
goes
the
on,
E has used.
We're getting more and more WWE people.
But I
and
think
that's
at some
a little disappointing to
Yeah.
me.
There's so
There-
many guys in the indies that deserve those kind of like I follow so many people on Instagram that like I watch like they upload like matches and like I watch it all the time and it's like I wish those people in AEW like they completely deserve it more than like Zack Ryder does.
When the
my
mystery
opinion.
entrant thing was posted, I was looking through the comments to see who people thought, and some people were thinking like Brian Cage. Like that'd be super
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Is
Like
See,
I'd much
again,
rather have Brian Cage than like
that would be freaking
one
awesome
half
if
of the
Brian
Uso
Cage.
brothers. I don't
Is
want
he-
them over
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Is Brian Cage still on Impact?
Nobody knows.
He hasn't wrestled in a long time because he got hurt. And he,
Oh,
It's all
so
work.
I'm not sure. No, he had like some
Yeah,
he had
surgery and
stuff,
stuff, yeah.
who are we talking
Brian
about?
Cage.
Brian Cage. I'm sorry. I thought you changed who you were talking about. I was confused.
So my five, of course, one is CM Punk because you always have to put CM Punk, even if it's a waste.
My number one is always Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch has been
don't
my number
understand
one.
that.
Dude, it's a work. She got released from the E. She's not actually pregnant. It's all a work. She's coming to
Done for
AEW.
over a year. Anytime that I have the option, I always
I
pick
hate
Becky
her
Lynch.
so much. But I put CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Pac, Hulk Hogan, and David Benoit. You always
Nice.
gotta put
Hey,
Hulk Hogan.
Stone
Hulk
Cold
Hogan
Benoit.
always shows up at everything.
What do you got, Tyler?
I've got 10, David Benoit, Justin Roberts, TH2, and Bones.
Oh, you have Justin Roberts. That's
Yeah.
a good one because we don't really know whether he's actually going to be there or not.
And he's been posting a bunch of stuff. I mean, he's posted
Yeah,
stuff
I know,
throughout, but he
Yeah.
seems super excited for Double or Nothing all of a sudden.
Well, we're all kind of excited for Double or Nothing.
Well, yeah, but he seems like, hey, I might be there.
Yeah.
And then I like my Bones, the
Yeah.
guy who
The
was
Teddy Bear and
hired
Bones are
by
gonna show up.
Paige to go get Private Party. Private Party's going to be in the buy-in.
The
Nice.
teddy bear is the mystery entrant confirmed.
That could be. All right, Tiger,
And
who
then
you got?
they brought up TH2.
I have. Well, it didn't say when I filled it out, so I had to just refill it out. But I had Zack Ryder, Pac, Kurt Hawkins, Awesome Kong, and Pentagon.
Nice, nice.
Didn't Awesome Kong retire?
I don't know.
Said she was going to, but we haven't.
Yeah, I
heard.
think she retired.
So I included Brian Pillman Jr., Luke Gallows, Ace Romero, and Marty.
Ace Romero's the fact.
I didn't put Marty. I am the dumbest person ever. I only talked
Marty-
about Marty showing up.
I
Could
don't
change the elite match. I think it's possible.
Yeah, I think Marty is owned by ROH at this point.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna be. I think it's ROH knows
On my
that
list is also Becky Lynch, and she's owned by the E. So sometimes you gotta go out on the limb.
it's because
I might change
ROH
TH2
knows
though.
that they'll.
I don't think you can
the
pick
second
the
he
E.
leaves.
That's two people.
I think
You gotta pick one or the other.
As a unit, as if one of them shows up, I get my point.
Okay.
I thought
It was a
maybe
good guess. TH2 is a good guess.
I thought maybe for the mystery person in the casino ladder match, maybe Flip Gordon.
Oh, that would be awesome.
He shows
you
up
put
with the
them as one of
mask.
See, and I think that's a good person to show up for an awesome pop, an awesome match, but doesn't get the title shot.
It also doesn't get a pop.
You don't. Well,
What?
I mean, he'd
Well,
get a
There
pop.
is no people to
get-
pop. Now's the time to put someone who people don't necessarily know. I mean, people know Flip Gordon. I don't know why.
No,
he
I'm
wouldn't
just
get a pop.
saying there aren't any fans.
Oh,
There's
God,
not going to
the
be a
pop
pop.
that Flip Gordon got during
At
the
All In.
when
Oh
he
my
Took
God.
off the mask, and that was one of the biggest pops I've ever experienced live in a building myself ever.
That
for
was
sure.
crazy.
Cool. So it should be a good pay-per-view. We're
Yeah.
all pretty excited about it. It starts here in less than an hour now because we've been talking.
We should probably
forever.
buy the pay per view.
Yeah, we gotta pay our cable bill and all that stuff probably.
No, we don't.
That's what we always have to do. We always have to pay the cable bill.
20 years ago.
Whatever. All right, so tune in tonight, watch some wrestling. It'll be pretty good. Tomorrow, I guess we'll do another episode of Howdy Radio, and we'll talk about Tyler graduating, and we'll throw in who won the prediction game here tonight.
Me.
This guy.
Tiger
It's
usually
always
does pretty
Tiger.
good.
It's really annoying.
Yeah.
I've either got the potential to win by a lot for
I don't-
my undecided opinions on everyone else, or I will lose horribly.
You usually
I don't
lose
do as
horribly.
well on the AEW ones as I do on the WWE ones. Though.
Yeah.
Because it's not as predictable.
Well, I beat you at WrestleMania, so
Yeah.
So now that we're using the digital pro wrestling scorecard, it keeps track of like who all won which one and whatnot. So far, I won the WrestleMania one, so it'll keep track of it for us.
It's live, right?
It's
Okay, that's what I thought.
As far as I know.
that digital one, though, you have to kind of check it and double check it because sometimes it doesn't take your answers when you
Yeah.
put it in.
Yeah, it's a little weird sometimes.
They need to make an app, so you don't gotta go on the website. Okay.
All right, anybody else? Final thoughts?
I'm excited.
Are we just closing it out here?
Can we also talk
We're just
about the
closing it out
fact?
here. Okay.
Can we also talk about the fact that it's a Saturday night and how much we enjoy the fact that it's a Saturday night that we're watching?
Yeah. And that's
Very
not just because, like, oh, I have school in the morning. Well, even though school's over. But, like, I love that it's a Saturday night and it's not Sunday night.
Much, very
I
much
know
agree.
that Sunday is a tradition, but I do enjoy being able to watch wrestling on Saturday nights.
The very first pay-per-view I watched live on television was WCW Halloween Havoc 1989, and that was a Saturday night. They used to do theirs on Saturday nights back then also,
Nice.
Saturday nights are where it's at.
for sure.
Saturday nights are all right for fighting.
Why was I thinking that, too?
That's true.
I was literally thinking that. I just didn't want to say it.
All right,
That's
let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Lane, transition music.
Nailed it.
All right, that's all we got for this episode of Howdy Radio, The Next Generation. We made it to episode 60. We should at least mention the fact that, my God, we've done 60 of these things now, and that's super cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks. All right, let's see. Everybody's Instagram and Twitter names are on the screen, so we don't have to say them.
Well, that's not my Twitter. That's just my
you're-
Instagram. But
If you
I
are
don't care about my
only
Twitter.
listening, then please refer to the video version so you know where to find us on social media, because it's on the screen. It's right there.
Yeah, right there.
We'll be back tomorrow with another episode talking about some other stuff. Is that going to be our no video game episode? Because this doesn't count as our no video game episode. This was a special episode separate from that. So.
I can't wait till somebody announced, like, the craziest thing ever. And it's like, oh my goodness, like, we need to talk about this. You know, it's like, no video games.
Yep. All right, that's all we got. Thanks for listening and watching.
It's like, the PS5 will be $100. And then it's like, nope, we're not talking about video games.
We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.